And welcome everyone to the first, only and ever Star Venture Western Balkans Demo Day. Here, Francesco Cracolici here. And yeah, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. We're going to be live streaming our own platform. We're going to be live streaming in Dozen, on YouTube, and everywhere else we can put our face into. So, very short about Star Venture. Star Venture is being created 3 years ago by the EBRD, supporting emerging market startups. And since that day, when 3 years ago Star Venture started, the total value of the portfolio was around 80 to 90 million. Right now, the startups have raised more than 350 million, and now they're worth more than 1.8 billion in less than 3 years. And this is actually an amazing result in the whole ecosystem of the emerging markets. And we're very excited to see what's going on here. Today we're going to showcase 5 of the best startups in the Western Balkans region. So 5 of the best startups in Albania, Montenegro, Kosovo, North Macedonia, Serbia. And we're going to connect them with investors. They're going to ask them the worst and the best question as possible to roast them as much as they can. So before we start with the event, I just want to say a big thank you to the EBRD staff, especially Dejan, Leonora, and Osman. They made everything possible. And I just want to tell you that we have here around 6 investors, the best of the best from the Western Balkans, that as soon as they have a question, they will jump on and introduce themselves. The startups will pitch for no more than 3 minutes. And then we're going to allow 3 minutes for Q&A. Startups, remember to speak very slowly. And when asked a question, reply to the question itself. With that said, I feel like we are ready to go. If you're seeing this on YouTube, you will find a link down that will drive you to a page when you can actually see the description of the startups, their deck, and request an intro. So if you feel like is there any match with the startup, just click down, request an intro. I'll make the introduction myself. With that said, we can actually start with the first startup today. That is Beatable Technologies. Beatable, are you here?
We are. Yes, we are. I hope you can hear me now.
Yes, we can hear you. We can see you. You look smart, casual, and funny. So please.
Okay, so I will be sharing my screen now.
Yes, please.
Let me know if you see it so I can start.
We can see, and you have 3 minutes from now.
Okay, perfect. So first of all, thanks for the occasion. My name is Serjan, and together with my co-founders, I've been working together for more than 15 years in different industries. We've been basically now took on it ourselves to simplify the way food delivery is being done for restaurants. Now, needless to say, I will not waste too much time on the quick commerce industry. Everybody knows it. Quick commerce, it's been a rapid, also known as rapid delivery. It's been a booming industry, and this is more or less the global area where we're operating. And now, needless to say, this is a booming business. It's been outpacing let's say, the growth of the normal dining restaurant sales for more than 3 times over almost like last decade, with clear user preference for it, and an obvious upside to everybody who is involved in the space. What is changing, of course, this time is that for restaurants, this is a completely different business. So if you're running a restaurant or even know somebody who is running a restaurant, they will know that, of course, running a delivery business is completely different to their operations. Now, even the food delivery platforms like Volt, Glovo, Uber Eats, etc., they are also discovering this, and they even started opening up restaurants just to understand what the hell a restaurant's doing, in the sense of understanding how they can be better to help. Now, this is exactly where we step in. This is what we simplify, and we turn this industry from basically a very chaotic, let's say, chain of manual actions like updating menus, checking for inventories, processing orders, etc., into a smooth and a very streamlined experience for restaurants and for the delivery platforms, of course, themselves. Our platform essentially allows restaurants to manage their menus on different storefronts, to connect this automatically with the POS systems, inventory systems, etc. Now we put in the hand of restaurants basically the freedom to choose where do they want and how do they want to sell, and allow them to, let's say, optimize and to tailor-make their delivery process the way they see fit with the right software that, let's say, they can use. And the way we can do it is by building a two-way communication network that on one side connect sales channels and on the other side POS systems, but not only that, also online ordering system, in-store ordering, inventory management, and all different, let's say, universe of solutions that you can think of. Now, of course, we bring value to the entire ecosystem, not only to the restaurants themselves, also for the quick commerce platforms, as well as for the integration platforms. We are charging based on a software as a service principle per location. So if a client has more locations, they will, let's say, be paying more, depending, of course, on the number of transactions that our platform is processing. So far, we've managed to, let's say, to validate our solution, to sell to all different types of restaurants and quick commerce retailers that you can imagine. Currently, we're processing around 100 transactions a month and growing. Our pipeline is super strong. And I can also happy to share that we have processed our first 1 million transactions yesterday. We are, keeping up with 25% month-on-month growth. Not to go too much over time. Yesterday, I'm also happy to announce that we've raised our seed round. With the seed round, proceeds of the round are going to be used for exploring new markets and further on, let's say, making a blueprint for international scaling. I think I'm slightly over time, so thanks. I hope I managed to sum it up in 3 minutes.
No, you didn't, but it's fine. Whatever. What I'm gonna talk about. Okay, so let's go with the question. 3 minutes. Who's gonna be the first one asking question? Remember, the most difficult the question, the better is it. Before we go, say again out loud, BitBell, your valuation right now, if you have any, and how much you're raising.
Yes, so we are currently not raising. We just closed our round. We are valued post money around 3 million. I think given the times, this is a bit of a conservative valuation, but we are actually happy. Simply, we are on the break even more or less with our operations as we speak.
It's fine. It's fine. Question. Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe I'll start. Can you maybe share, like, in terms of integration with restaurant ERPs, whatever they're using, how does that work?
Sure. So basically, we connect to a plentitude of systems that restaurants are using. These are typically POS systems or inventory management systems, but mostly POS systems. Most of them, let's say at least the cloud ones, not the traditional ones, they have an open API to which we can connect and let's say exchange information with. Some of them, of course, are more traditional and are installed on premise. Then it's a little bit harder, but also not impossible. We also have some on-premise integrations. Everything works through an API basically. So if there is an API.
Nice. Next question. Anyway, just for the sake, Vedran, just introduce Vedran for everyone. Vedran is principal at South Central Ventures, probably one of the top VC funds in the region. Next question here.
If there's no one, maybe I can ask a second question. How did you come to the pricing? It seems quite cheap of the amount of money they can lose without using your system.
That is true. That is absolutely true. This is pricing as of today. We see huge potential to change. Of course, the cheapest package that you see is basically what I would call, just an entry. We have not so many clients on the cheapest package because 350 transactions a month is 10 orders a day. It's a very, let's say, slow package. On average, our customers are more in the upper tiers of our pricing per location, which is also important, per location, not per client. So,
any plans to increase the prices?
Absolutely. I think we started from a market that is really price sensitive. For us, a validation point was also that we are priced in many occasions more than the POS actually itself, which was like a mental validation also for the restaurant owners that they really see value in our business. Something that, let's say, we were curious about initially, but I think once we are past this, then it's simply value-based pricing.
Okay.
Great. Thank you so much. We need to wrap it up. BitBell, well done. Thank you, Vedran, for the question. FYI, if you click down, there's going to be BitBell. If you want an intro, feel free to fill up the form, and I'll make the intro myself. With that said, let's jump to the next pitch person directly from Serbia. He's a chess player. He's smart. He's beautiful. And he's Finspot. Finspot, you are now co-host. Feel free to share the screen and show us what you got.
Hi guys, thank you for the intro. Hopefully you can see my screen.
Yes, we can. Just press share button.
Yeah. So I'm Miljan, co-founder of Finspot, a fintech company with a mission to give small and medium companies access to their own capital. Well, even in 2022, getting funded is a struggle for small business. Only 44% of the funding needs are actually met in the sector, and World Bank estimates that around 50% of the companies do not have access to any lines of formal credit. Well, in the sector of small and medium companies, most of the funding requests are actually for the working capital. That is the cash on the company's accounts used for their daily business. But the problem is that these companies do their service, but they get paid for it in around 30, 60, or 90 days. This creates a massive liquidity crunch for them, and on average, around 30% of their working capital is locked in these accounts receivables. An incredibly powerful tool to solve this issue is called invoice financing. We have created an online platform, basically specifically for the small and medium companies. Companies can sign up in minutes, upload and verify invoice they want to finance, and we purchase their invoice and pay them directly in advance. Our platform is super simple on the user end, but it allows for extreme automation in the backend. And the next couple of days, we are going to be basically the first company to approve invoice financing transactions with no human interaction whatsoever. The market that we are operating in is massive. Basically, even in the region as small as Southeast Europe, the liquidity gap for the small companies is over 100 billion euros. Around 15 billion can be easily addressed through factoring, and our goal is to provide around 600 million euros worth of financing 5 years from now. Our competitors can be divided in two parts. On one side, you have traditional banks and traditional factoring institutions whose processing costs are so high they cannot profitably serve these small and medium companies who are asking for lower loans. While fintech competition, on the other hand, is either very much focused on the Western Europe, or they lack the ability to scale in this region. And this ability to scale is basically one of our most important USPs. We are the first company to get full regulatory approval to issue digital tokens. What does that mean, you may ask? Well, we issue a token, we sell it to the private individuals, and use the money that we get from that sales to grow further, while the token holder receives a guaranteed return of up to 10% a year while investing in fully regulated products. We have already sold around 300,000 worth of tokens, and we hope to do much more by the year end. So far, we have around 70 clients. We have financed over 3,000 invoices, and with a total value of around 12 million euros with very low default rates. But the numbers we are very proud of is that over 90% of our clients are completely new to this type of financing, which means we are opening up completely new market with our service. Our team, knows what does it mean for small business to lack funding. Our team also has developed corporate grade software for a number of years. We have very strong legal background as well advisory background. To be honest, in 2022, founder slide is a bit sad with no females in it, but don't worry. Most of our company actually is run by females, around 75% of it, positions such as developer and chief of risk as well as chief of sales. We are seeking around €500,000 at the moment that will allow us to scale our portfolio to over 100 million euros at a pre-money valuation of 7 million euros. Most of this money would actually go towards acquiring new clients, expand internationally, and improve our brand awareness. Thank you.
Well done, bud. We also can see that you download a UniCredit JPEG in your in your download history? Are we wondering how much you have left in the bank account? No, I'm joking. Don't show us. And let's go into the question. So who's gonna ask a question to my chess player here?
Two quick questions on
Go
my
for
end.
it.
Hi, this is Chaglar from Collective Spark, a Turkey-based VC fund investing globally, mostly in Europe and Turkey. First question is, how do you perform the KYC and onboarding process, or do you really have one?
Yeah, so we have developed internal process. Companies, go on our website, fill in the basic forms. We pull publicly available data for them, and we provide them the form to fill in for the rest. They need to fully identify themselves and provide some, documents for the both owners and the people who are representing the company. It's actually a relatively simple process.
Okay. The other question is your default rate, as far as I saw, was below 1%, given, of course, the low volume at the moment. But like, what's the real value add there? Do you have like a specific scoring algorithm where you basically evaluate all these invoices based on certain criteria?
Yes, actually, we have 3 separate algorithms, pulling publicly available data for a certain company, both soft data as well as financial data. We have the model that scores company based on their previous funding history with us. And we also have a completely separate fraud detection model that validates invoice all the way from the onboarding up to verification.
Cool, thank you.
And Vedran here, and what's your net revenue? What's going to be your net revenue this year?
Around 400,000 euros. But
Okay.
we record only interest that we have charged. So the total money that flew through our account, total amount financed is much higher. Will be around 8 to 9 million euros.
Okay, so around 5% you get per. Okay. Okay.
Any last question for the queen of the chessboard? Okay, I guess this is a no. So let's move into the next startup. So he's the king of SEO. He can put your website first on Google any day, anytime. He's based in Kosovo. His name is Granite. So far, he's been making money off of people studying in Switzerland. And I'm at least trying to study in Switzerland. So the floor is yours, Granite. My man, you have 3 minutes from now. Show us what you got.
Perfect. Thanks a lot. Hello, everyone. Every day, Google processes over 6.5 billion searches. A significant number of these searches are made by people looking for answers to their questions, help to solve problems, or just specific information about a passion of theirs. We are building, growing, and monetizing media brands around specific niches to answer these questions and provide the content these users are searching for. We only create content that our target audience needs to know. We currently target audiences that live in the United States because they convert better. Our strategy is simple yet effective. We focus on having the fastest websites with the best content and fewer but better ads. We monetize all this traffic through affiliate commissions and display advertising. We have over 900 articles published in 5 media brands that we've launched so far. The total cost of our investment since late 2021 is close to 150,000 euros. We make sure that the quality of our content is top-notch and that they're updated regularly. The potential from the existing brands is 100,000 euros in monthly revenues from the 1.2 million visitors that we'll get. It's important to note that we plan on launching even more media brands in the future, and that will increase the total overall TAM for the Blitz Media company. We have different competitions in each verticals. Some of them are competitors like that are side hustles, and others are brands for multi-billion-dollar publishing companies. We make money through affiliate marketing and display advertising. Right now, we're making more money through display advertising, but we expect this to change by mid-next year. We've had over 1.4 million visitors to our properties so far in 2022, and we generated over 35,000 euros in revenues from that traffic. We're asking for 150,000 euros investment at a 1.5 million valuation. We plan on using this budget in 3 main areas: content inventory, product development, and email marketing. We want to build a centralized web solution that we can use to power the existing websites and all the new ones that we launch, streamlining content production and affiliate link insertion and tracking. We also want to diversify our traffic sources and on our connection to our audiences via email, so we can sell them multiple times. We are 3 people who are working full-time on Blitz Media, and we also have a group of freelance editors and writers we hire for our content needs. Our team has vast experience in the media industry, and in the last 3 years, we've had one of the biggest publishers in the world launch and grow 8 new publishing brands to over 6 million visitors per month. Thank you.
Exactly on time, my man. You actually go 5 seconds left. So if you want to tell us a joke, that's your chance. With that said, 3 minutes of question. Who's going to ask the first question here? Go, Vedran. Yeah.
Can you, hi, thanks for your presentation. Can you tell me more about how can you actually scale your business? You're in different verticals.
So entering new verticals, our strategy has been to go after micro niches that the big publishers ignore and left out, and also that where there's a lot of lack of good and quality content. So we scale this by expanding into micro niches, and there are tons of them. And basically, right now, our main traffic source is organic search, meaning we are looking at what people are searching, identifying all those niches, and then building a presence, kind of conquering those niches with a framework that's been proven over and over.
That, did you reply? Yeah, I guess so. So, question from the audience. When I say the audience, I mean Ronan here. Ronan is leading an angel club of Irish angels in LA. So, what is your main moat? How do you differentiate for competition?
What we are doing right now is that in order to increase our content writing capacity, we are using AI content, and then also putting on top of that editors to make sure that what's produced by AI is then being edited, and make sure that we are fact-checked by content editors. Another thing is our experience on publishing industry. We are really good at SEO, and we are really good at finding what people are searching, and then also making sure that the content that we write ranks at the top of search results. So maybe to sum it up, we are really great at execution.
Nice. Time for the last question from my guy. If you have, Ronan says, great. So if you have any last question, as bad as you guys can be, feel free to share. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No. Granit, thank you so much. And let's jump to the next speech person here. That is Tapni. Tapni? Mihalo, here we go.
Hi, here I am.
Yeah, so I know he's dressed like a guy from a call center, but he's actually one of the top-notch company in the Western Balkans here. And feel free to share the screen.
Thanks, Francesco.
We can see you twice, and that's one of the. Is one. I guess I'm sure it's a dream of a lot of people. But okay, now we can see you. Just press share. Is there any chance you can press share? Yeah, full screen. And 3 minutes from now,
Perfect.
for me,
Hi, everyone. My name is Mihailo, and I'm founder of Tapni, the all-in-one networking solution, which is here to kick the paper business cards out of the game because they're like literally thrown away after a week, and they're not updatable because it's the information printed on them. And the world prints over 10 billion business cards, which is really not good for the environment. This printed paper is causing problem on both sides. So we as an individuals who are supposed to use them, we're forgetting them and we're losing them. They're destroyable. It's one-sided exchange. And if we give it to some person, they need additional effort to save information in their phone. And hence we never get the follow-up. We also forget to follow up. On companies on the other side, they have zero usage data. They don't know how their people are using their cards. They don't know anything about the leads they collect. And this is how they lose money. Even they go through the tough ordering experience and they cannot edit information because once they edit the position, they have to throw all the paper cards in the basket. And here we have a Tapni. Tapni is a digital business card. It's still a physical product that comes in a form of a card, NFC card, or an NFC sticker on the phone or a keychain that works with the powerful mobile app where we can create our Tapni profile and put all our social media and contact information, where we can also update all our information at any time. We can also collect information from other people through our Tapni profile and our mobile app with the paper business card scanner, and also create the manual connections so we can actually follow up, also set the follow-up reminders and stuff. Tapni as a card, as a physical product, comes with NFC. That means that the other person doesn't need an app to receive our info. And I would love to share my screen and just quickly, if I have a quick second to show how it works. We just have a smartphone, we tap it on the back of the phone, and that's it. This is how we share our profile, where we have actually everything we want to share, all social media, content information, and etc. I will go back now and set the full screen on. On the other side, this was for users, for the individuals, but the companies get the game changer dashboard where they can actually connect their CRM that they're using, they can connect their Active Directory and sync all employee data, and also have centrally all the connections that their people are making on these events and actually in sales activities. So they can also profit from actionable analytics and understand how their people are networking and using their cards. They can also edit all the information from the central place and be in control of how their profiles are looking, have some corporate identity look, etc. It's a very big market. Just the paper business card market is worth over 4 billion annual, and our market goes even beyond that because people who buy Tapni never bought business cards before. And there is a way bigger value added in it, a digital way instead of paper cards. And our current serviceable market is over 100 million. You're probably asking yourself, like, why now this NFC thing is old? Yeah, it is, but now we have acceptance. And one and a half years ago when we launched, it was the perfect timing. We used it to be a first solution on the market and actually get this way of contactless and eco-consciousness and be now very attractive solution out there. We're also very uniquely positioned because now we're focusing more on enterprises and events where we have our softwares that are clear, unique selling proposition, and we're also based in many countries. We have local sales and support, and we deliver our products fast, which are actually custom. The business model is pretty simple. We have e-commerce part, one-time purchase for custom products. They can design the products and get it shipped. It's a very good margin on that. On the other side, for the companies, we're billing them per employee per month, per year as a subscription for the dashboard and the integrations that we offer. We have this year over 1 million in revenue and a very good compoundly monthly growth. Now at the break even with over 35,000 active product users. This is only the product users. The team is very young, 25 average age, and based in 3 countries with over 25 team members in the team. That's it. We're now raising our Series A, where we secured from Catapult Accelerator a co-investment incentive as in a form of equity-free grant for our next investor. And we look forward to expand further with this money in, geographically, horizontally, and also develop our softwares and the app in a further way, which is going to be for enterprises and mainly in events. That's it. Happy to answer your questions.
Nice. Look at you, completely on brand. Yay. So I've got a question from the audience. It's still Ronan from from the Absolute Venture here in LA. So what is the biggest barrier to to you to winning in this market?
So currently, the biggest obstacle is still paper cards. Trust me, it's all these customers that we speak with, they still use paper business cards. So there are no clear competition here among different solutions. For enterprises and bigger companies, that's where we're focusing now. That's where we want to go. Our dashboard and integrations are very unique differentiator when it comes to competitors who actually even don't have an app. So our key differentiator is our software and app that comes with the product itself. We are running ads on only one channel. So the revenues that you have seen there, 1 million this year, is only Facebook ads. So we are not even on Google ads or LinkedIn ads. So next year our target revenue is going to be over 5 million, only with the current capacities and without bigger deals that we actually have in the pipeline even right now.
Nice. And I've got another question from a guy called Asian Tonich, who's running the Star Venture Program. He says, well done. And then he says that the wool start, well done. But he also says, considering B2B, in which industry you see your biggest potential for finding, let's say, clients? There is a specific vertical you want to focus on?
Yeah, so here we have a couple of industries as our ideal industries, and those are the ones that have the most salespeople, right? So the ones that are, for example, MICE, the events, exhibitions industry, but also real estate, healthcare, insurance, and banking. Those are the ones that we identified as the best ones, where we actually have our clients, current clients from.
Nice. And then another question, and then we go into the real people question. It's not real, so these guys are real people, just like the known on video. So if you try to partner with companies that are actually providing physical cards, and
this is a very good question, and we actually started, as every startup, in a maybe wrong way. We started developing our own distribution network, and this prevented us for scaling even more, but gave us control over the production process and speed. So we have our own companies. The main company is in Serbia, the second company subsidiary is in Austria, in Vienna, and the next one is in Mexico. So we have our own people, our own offices, our own production, our own machines. And that's how we develop the things. So we actually started now opening the company in Turkey as well. But we have seen that printing the cards by developing our own software for production is not a big deal. So we want to scale globally by even offering and finding printing companies every country and every new market that comes, because it's going to be faster for us to scale than to go and open our subsidiaries, hire our own people, etc. So now we are focusing on building our own card editor, our own software that's going to even be as a software solution for printing companies to join and offer Tapni as a product that they sell. So yes, very good question. We identify that, and we will definitely move towards that. It's going to help us scale faster.
Nice. And then I've got another question. That is, what geographies are you actually focused on and willing to expand? And what's the main, let's say, capacity roadblock you're facing right now in the sense?
Yeah, so currently we're shipping all around Europe from Vienna. So this is the market where we're very dominant, especially DACH region, German-speaking area, because that's where we started. Recently, we launched UK and other Nordic countries. It's going pretty well because we partnered up with DHL Express. So now we can expand our reach with a fast delivery. After Mexico, where we are also market leaders, where there is no competition, we're looking forward to opening new markets such as UK and US this year. We also have found the partners lately with Russia before all the things started this year, but yeah, we postponed that. So the next market is Turkey, and we also have some negotiations with some people from Australia. Nice. So those are the biggest markets where we want to go.
Any question from the live people here? Okay, I've got a question myself. Did you say you're raising 250? Yeah, there's Denise here. Denise, thank you so much. So Denise says, how do you tackle GDPR and similar regulation in jurisdiction? Do you have a problem with regulation right now?
Lovely question. Thanks. So yes, we needed to hire our own DPO, data protection officer, who was drafting all these agreements that we sign with companies. Currently, we passed security assessment from General Electric. We have the banks inside using our system, who also connected their own Active Directories with Tapni. So we integrated with their Microsoft Azure systems, where they can automatically automate a profile creation and synchronize user data. And if we had their approval, it's a very good sign that we are moving in the right direction. We will, according to the plans, next year by July, have an ISO standard 27001 or so from as a certificate that we're going in the right way. But yeah, now our data is stored in Germany, and we are passing all the checkboxes that bigger enterprises have, especially from Germany and Austria, because that's where they're the most concerned about the data.
Just FYI, Denise is actually like MD at Wealth Capital here in London. And yeah, another question is actually on my side, and I promise is the last. So you go 250K non-dilutive?
Yes.
Okay, so it's basically grant.
It's a grant, yeah, but only it's speeding us up. We have to liquidate it and leverage it by the end of February. That's why we are also open for a bridge round. That's gonna just be an amount of 250 or 300K to take the grant from the catapult, which will expire by the end of February if we don't raise anything. So.
Okay, and what valuation are you raising at? I guess 2.5. Are you raising, I don't know, 10, 12?
10, yes.
10, okay, nice. Buddy, thank you so much. Well done on everything, but we need to move on to the last pitch person of the day. He's from Serbia. He's the main terror or of all the IT company, because he helps he has tons of developers today to talk bad things about the employers. He's been growing like, I met him last year, and in 1 year he's been growing like crazy. His name is Nicola, and he's the CEO of Joberty. And now we share the screen and have 3 minutes. Nicola, you can actually also talk if you want. You know, forced to, but if you want, you can talk. We can't hear you. No, we can't. We can see you moving the lips, but we can't. No, we can't. Try to unplug the call center setup.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Come again. Say something.
Do you hear me right now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Great.
and the 3, 2, 1. Show us what you have.
Thank you, Francesco. So hello, everyone. I'm Nicola, CEO and co-founder of Joberty. We are doing some great things over here, which means helping developers to make better career choices. And we are very passionate about that. So the problem that we are solving is how to connect software developers with the right tech companies. And we know that tech companies have difficulties to hire and retain people, so we have war for talents. At the other side, more than 80% of developers are not looking for a job, but they get, let's say, 5 to 10 job offers monthly from recruiters. And the big issue for them is the lack of transparency in tech industry, because they can't find relevant information about companies, and because of that, they made bad career choices. With our solution, we are creating best fit between developers and companies, and our product has 3 key pillars. Employee reviews, where we have provide insights about companies from their employees. Second, developers community, where we have direct communication between our users, and also job matching, where candidates can apply for a job or be matched with employers. With our solution, people can share their experience working for tech companies anonymously. And we know that when developers looking for a job, they want information about particular things like what is the product, technology, culture, team, salary, benefits, the higher purpose that they will have. And that's why we build our whole product around these core factors to help them to make better career choices. Our competitors, they're focusing on people that is actively looking for a job, which is just 20% of the market at the tip of the iceberg. And with our solution, we find a way how to attract passive job seekers, which bring us a strong competitive advantage. Our business model is that product is free for developers, and we have monetization for companies, 3 key revenue streams. job ads with the monthly plans, branded company profiles with the annual subscription model, and also project-based employer branding services. I'm still an entrepreneur with 10 years of experience in HR industry. Before Jobberty, I was CEO and co-founder of one HR company where I exited successfully. Other three co-founders are engineers and product managers with combined more than 30 years of development experience. So as a founding team, we have a perfect mix of business and technical skills. We are operating in 6 markets in Southeast Europe, where we have 70,000 registered users, 2,000 companies that use our product, and our revenue projection for this year is 1 million euros. Right now, we are raising 2.5 million seed round. Term sheet is already signed. We have commitments from the 3 VCs from the Southeast Europe, and expecting closing date is in Q1 2022. We have some final negotiation, so at this point, we are still open for the new offers. Thank you.
Nice. So full disclosure, I'm actually like, apart from the EBRD work, I'm actually looking at Jobberty personally with my Angel Club. So I'm very bullish on those guys here. With that said, we're all friends here right now, so let's shoot all the questions that we have. I've got a question that says from the audience that says, what about Glassdoor? Do you feel like this competition? What's your main thing? How did you differentiate?
Okay. So basically we see, let's say, 4 group of competitors, employee review platforms like Glassdoor or Kununu in Germany, because we plan to expand in Germany also, platforms like LinkedIn, Zing, TechJobs, and others. But our key differentiation is that we are the only employee review platform that is specialized for developers, which help us to better address our users' needs. So this is the first differentiation between Glassdoor. Second one is that our reviews provide more value than reviews on Glassdoor because it's focused on the key factors like what is the product, what is technology, what is the team. And on Glassdoor, you have like a generic one, which don't bring you the important things. And other maybe also important is the direct conversation between our users, which is very important for the better engagement within community, because somebody can try maybe to replicate our product, but it's very hard to replicate our engaged community.
Amazing. Any other question from the audience?
Yeah, I have a question. So you had the last slide regarding the term sheets. So you said that you have signed term sheets, but then you're still open to new offers. So maybe if you can share more about it, how much is, let's say, committed, and like what are the next steps?
And if you will give us any discount.
Yes. So basically, let's say that we are. I can share all information on this call. If somebody is open, I can share it on one-on-one. But I can say that we signed a ship with the first investor as a co-lead, and then we have the another 2 VCs that want to join the round. We are in the final negotiation with them. So maybe we will close it in the next 2 weeks, maybe 3, and because of that we are still open, because for us it's not only important who will give us the money. We want to have, let's say, smart money, so the investors that can help us to scale to our goals are okay for us. So basically, let's say that we are open from checks from 200K up to maybe 1.5, something like that.
And how much are they committing, those 3 VCs together?
2.5.
Okay.
So if we finish with them,
would you kick someone out, or would you increase the round?
I believe that we will maybe not kick. Maybe we will manage, for example, somebody who wants to invest, let's say 1.2. Maybe we can negotiate to invest less or something like that to have the space for the other players, or maybe we can kick out somebody if we will not find the final solution. So at this point, we are still open for everything.
Yeah. So one sec. So it just
and also I can share the information about valuation is 8.5 pre-money.
Yeah. So like full disclosure, if you're looking for smart money, I guess I'm out. Okay.
I know that you're kidding.
No, it's fine. So yeah, any more question here? Okay, I've got Kian here. Kian is asking, hi Nicola, if I as a developer get hired through Jobberty, do I still have to use for my profile?
Yes, so you can be hired, but if you're good as developer, you will next week you will have maybe 2 or 3 new offers. So maybe we were thinking about changing jobs or something like that. So you can use Jobberty to leave reviews about interview process in your current company, or how is it salary in your company, or you can also, if you're open for new options, you can also use Jobberty for that. But the good advice would be to share your experience with the other community members to help them to make better career choices.
Nice. And yeah, the last question of the day, and then we wrap everything up. So you say expansion plan, and you plan to go Southeast Europe. Have you thought about US? Have you tried? How did it work? And what's the where Southern Europe?
Yeah. Okay. So basically, we in December last year we built the beta version of our product for the California, and we test that market for 3 to 6 months. We learned a lot from that market, but we decided that it's not the best timing right now, because we need a lot more resources that we expected for the, let's say, seed round. So maybe a UX expansion is more realistic after Series A or something like that. And we are right now raising seed. So then we decided to, after these 6 markets in Southeast Europe, we decided to start operations in Germany. So basically our plan is Q1 to launch in Berlin. And this is some of the milestones that we have. So the Germany will be the next, the biggest market that we will attack instead of US.
Nice, amazing. Okay, so this is a wrap up. Just the last thing, you guys are gonna find, if you are looking at YouTube, you're gonna find a link down where you can click and go to our page. Once you are in your page, you will see all the startups' name, Jobberty included, and their link to request for an intro. I'll be happy to make an intro myself. Before I start, I want to say a massive thank you to the EBRD guys for what they've done. A massive thank you to the startups. You guys are amazing. A massive thank you to all the investors here, from Vedran, Changla, Denise, Dayan, the other Dayan, Ronan, Ali. Thank you so much. And best of luck, and see you next time.